Well, today's been very interesting as we've had two reports of potential bomb scare hoaxes in which terror-related attacks have been reported. We're going to give you the breakdown, the latest on both of them, including arrests that have been made, suspicious packages, and all things to go about. This is True Brit Media, the channel that speaks the truth, exposes the truth, and lives the truth, and the truth must be heard. And today is a dangerous scenes again on England as we have potential bomb and terror threats. This is getting more and more concerning each day, and it does scare me how these things seem to be a little bit more common. We know about the knife epidemic, but are bombs creeping back into our society? Make sure you subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comment section right now, is this the first time you've heard either of these stories? I'd love to know. When people tell me this, I'd love to hear from you guys. And let's hit 1,000 likes on this video. I think we can do that, guys. Thank you for all your support. Without further ado, let's get into this one. So the first story that I want to tell you about, which has done a little bit of circulation, which was this earlier today, which was a van has exploded in Wimbledon, London. A man has been rushed to hospital after a van exploded on Queensway in Wimbledon at around 10:06 this morning. Police, paramedics, and hazardous area response team remain on scene. And you can see how that van has exploded there. Now, this caused a lot of panic and chaos. And of course, when you see something like that, you hear a van exploding, you see the damage, you think Wimbledon, your mind automatically goes to the worst case, which is actually that this could have been a potential terror-related attack, bomb attack. And of course, a few outlets out there, citizen journalists, have actually reported this as a terror attack. Now, I'm going to debunk these citizen journalists and inform you that this isn't actually the case. This was not a terror attack, okay? This is not a terror attack. This was actually basically a technical fault. And I'm going to prove that to you here. This was from the Mirror that reported incident is not terror-related. The incident is not believed to be terror-related, the Met Police have said. At 10:10 on Monday, 17, officers responded to reports of explosion in Queensway and Wimbledon. And the scene found that the contents of a van had exploded after the vehicle is believed to have struck the roof of a car park. The driver and a man in his 60s were injured and taken to hospital, where his injuries are being assessed. Essentially, we've got a poor piece of driving that's gone on. Yeah, not ideal. But what we do need to do, and what we will be key on, is we also want to debunk citizen journalists or those who are reporting such terror-related activities when they're not. So that's the first part. However, the second story that I'm now going to report to you is actually one that is concerning. This did involve a bomb squad. This did involve arrests. And this has happened in the UK today. Let me share with you the next story. And I saw this one from here straight away on X again, which is from James Goddard. He said 2 people arrested as bomb squad blows up suspicious package in Birtley in Gateshead. Again, I always ask this if you are from these type of areas of this neck of the woods, and please do let me know if you have any more information on this. Let me know in the comment section. But it says in Northumbria, police have confirmed that 2 men, one aged in his 40s and the other in his 20s, have now been arrested on suspicion of placing a bomb hoax with intent. Let's go into them. And I thought, okay, are people reporting this? Do we have some mainstream media? And this is why I'm asking you guys, have you heard of this story before I've shared it with you today? Always have to know. Well, this is what I found on the Chronicle Live. Okay, on the Chronicle Live. Again, a semi-independent newspaper. And it basically is one of the Northeast. But you can see here then, with that, it says 2 arrested on suspicion of placing a hoax bomb outside Northeast shop after controlled explosion. So the Northampton Police and Bomb Squad called to Durham Road in Birtley. Now you can see here, for real, you can see the technical bomb machine. I always find it fascinating. I don't know if anyone's ever seen the movie Hurt Locker, where they have that bomb disposal machine. But yeah, I always find that, that this is in the UK. This is, again, not a Hollywood movie. This is actually happening in Gateshead up north. And we're seeing scenes like that. And you can see the army and the bomb disposal units and the police, and it's all been cordoned off there. Further to add to this, there was footage that emerged today to show you, which is, of course, these here. As I said, large police presence with a lot of people in and around the vicinity. So we have to be aware that, you know, this was easy for the public to see. But it's, as I said, it's 2 men have been arrested, and there was a report to call a suspicious package outside a shop. A number of residents were evacuated from their homes on Monday morning after police and the bomb squad were called to Durham Road at 8:20. So this also has caused mass disruption to people's days, to people's lives. At 8 o'clock in the morning, people are told to leave their houses for precaution and safety. A large police cordon, which you saw, was put in place at the EOD's orders, and they carried out inquiries into the package outside the Nissa shop, where a remote-controlled bomb disposal robot was used to carry out a controlled explosion. The cordon has now been removed and the area has fully reopened. Northumbria Police has now confirmed that 2 men, one aged 40 and the other is 20, have been arrested on suspicion of placing a hoax bomb of intent, and they remain in police custody. That Nissa local, probably now the most famous Nissa local in the northeast after today. And yeah, a suspicious bomb out there. And the police have said that both men remain in police custody at the time. This follows a report being received shortly at 8:20 today of a suspicious package outside of premises Durham Road. They said how the robots did their job, and it's there. We'd like to offer our thanks to those affected today for their patience. The safety of the public is always our priority. A Minister's Defence spokesperson confirmed that an Army explosive ordnance disposal team from Catterick responded to the incident. And well done to the Army for getting there quickly, basically, and shutting this all down. However, as always, we have to talk about the crunch talk of things. A 40-year-old and 20-year-old were left pondering, wondering, and as my comment section will probably tell me, where's the description? Who on earth were they? What are they doing? Why this shop? What intent do they have? And all these things, I always, when I do these stories, all these things bother me. These things bother me because I have to try and work out the mindset of why and what people are doing in modern day Britain. Why are we having bomb hoaxes? Why are we having bomb scares? Why are people stabbing each other in the streets? Why are people wielding machetes? There has to be the why, because I can't fathom it myself. And again, it's disturbing scenes that we are witnessing today in the news. Now, I want to just show you this, because I thought this was quite interesting to finalize a definition of a bomb hoax, because that phrase was being used a lot. A bomb hoax, as you can see, is a false report or a fake device intended to make others believe there is a real bomb, causing alarm and disruption. This can be through a false report to authorities via phone or online, or by creating a fake device that resembles a real bomb. Bomb hoaxes are a serious crime with legal penalties, and all threats should be reported to the police. And in this case, it was that making of a fake bomb. It was actually putting that package out there. So that even questions the why. Why are people going about making fake bombs? What are they trying to do? Was that a threat to the shop? Was there some sort of direct threat to those who run the shop, own the shop, the people in the shop, someone who may work in the shop? Or was that a message to the community? All these things, hopefully, the police will investigate and tell us why. So big up to each and every single one of you. Would love to know your thoughts. Would love to know your comments. And make sure you share and subscribe. We're on the road to 23K now, people. Absolutely love it. And big up to all the way end, gang. Here's my salute to you. I'm out of here, people. Ta-da.